Back to the starting lineup with Scott Purrier, Ned Reynolds, and Art Haynes on your home for the St. Louis Cardinals. 102.1 The One.
And we welcome you back to the starting lineup, and thank you very much for joining us. Ned Reynolds along with
Scott Purrier.
And a special guest is with us.
Yeah, special guest with us. It's a big weekend for the Springfield Rugby teams, and we brought in Daniel Jester to tell us about it. Daniel, good morning.
Morning, fellas. Thanks for having me on. I
You
appreciate
betcha.
it.
Yeah, I think, little rain maybe today, and then is it pretty much out of here? You guys watching that forecast as well?
We're watching it a little bit, but we don't mind a little bit of rain, Scott.
Yeah.
We're mud puppies, and rugby plays on. As long as there's not lightning, we're good to go. And even then, we actually just take a break for a while, and we have a whole protocol, but we try to play on.
Is it more fun to play rugby in the mud than it is on a dry field?
It's definitely difficult. It slows the game down because the ball is wet, and so when you're passing it out to the backs, you pass the passing has a lot of connections, so it kind of makes it a forwards game. The crashing it up and just running it straight, so slows it down a bit.
Well, tell us about the weekend. What's on tap? You've got several levels of rugby teams competing this weekend.
Yeah, we've got a huge weekend. It's a rugby extravaganza at the Springfield Rugby pitch this weekend, 4035 East Sawyer Road. We're right next to Brookline Cemetery. We've got a beautiful rugby facility out there. But yeah, tomorrow we kick off at 11 a.m. with our brand new high school boys team. They are the Southern Missouri Goonies Rugby Football Club, and they're an amazing side. We've got some amazing coaches. Rhett Smiley, PJ Sheridan, we were talking about, as a former capped Eagle. Pappy, John Moore, amazing coach there. And then we got Stacy Thornton. So we've got amazing coaching lineup teaching these boys, and they're winning a lot. So tomorrow at 11 a.m., they kick off against the Northwest Missouri Bulls out of Maryville, Missouri. So that'll be a real good match.
Excuse me for interrupting. I saw a unique soccer match on Monday night. It was played indoors, and it was on a basketball court, of all things. I'm making reference to the Michigan game with Connecticut. Did you see any of that?
I did not.
It was rugby on a basketball. I mean, guys are wrestling, falling to the floor, chasing ball. It was really great, very interesting.
Yeah, we'll recruit.
Yeah.
Basketball players do real well on the rugby pitch, honestly.
Do they?
So you got
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it in basketball, you're going side to side, it's a lot of cardio. The big guys got to catch the ball, got to move the ball around and score as well. It's a lot like rugby. Our big guys do a lot of the ball work and a lot of the scoring, so everybody gets a chance.
Does your papa do any announcing for rugby too?
No, he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand the scores, so he's like, I don't know what's going on out here, but pretty cool. But we do have a new PA system at our pitch, so we'll probably put that into good use tomorrow.
So the high school team at 11, what else for the day tomorrow?
Yeah, so our headline match is the Springfield Rugby Football Club, the Mud Puppies. They're kicking off after the high school team at 1 p.m. Now, this is a men's D3 Mid-America Rugby Football Union semifinal. So this is the playoffs. So it's win or go home. And we are hosting the Sunday Morning Rugby Football Club out of St. Louis. They are an amazing side. And it'll be a hard-hitting match. It'll be very, very, very physical. So this will be top-tier rugby and our headline match for the day. And if we win that match, then we will go on to the final for our league, and we could host that. Depending on who wins the other semifinal, we may host the final on April 18th. So
Awesome.
We're cheering for that.
How have the teams done record-wise so far this spring?
I think the Mud Puppies are 3 wins, 2 losses. We went to a tournament in Nashville called Nash Bash. So that was like 3 different matches. I think we lost 2 of them there. But yeah, a lot of them they're all friendlies. Air quotes, friendly in rugby, just non-divisional match. So this is what matters. Saturday is we've been really preparing for this up until this moment for the last year. But the Southern Missouri Goonies, they're doing great. I think they're also 3-1 or 2-1. And then, Saturday, tomorrow, we finish the day on a very high note with our ladies team, the Queen City Chaos. They will kick off at 3 p.m. Against the Fayetteville Phoenix. And the Chaos are amazing. They're on the rise. They're TikTok famous. Go check them out on TikTok, Queen City Chaos. They're a lot of fun. But yeah, we're going to have a full concession. 4x4 Brewing will be out there. Admission is free, and it's just an amazing atmosphere. We've got a brand new scoreboard out there that's really cool and custom. We're building a playground. We're refurbishing new bleachers. So we're doing a lot of updates out there.
How are you recruiting players, especially the high school kids? How do they find out about this?
Great question, Ned. It's very difficult to recruit. We do a lot of Facebook advertising, so we do Facebook ads, which seems to be really helpful. We're very present on Instagram as well, but a lot of word of mouth. It's just tell your friends. So one kid, from Willard, which did happen, we'll tell 3 or 4 and start bringing his friends, and they'll come to practice and have a game and realize that it's really pretty cool. And it keeps you a lot more fit for other sports. So we're seeing these high school kids from everywhere, that Republic, Ozark, Rogersville, Glendale, Willard, like I said, and a lot more. And we've got one college scholarship offer already. So, it's fun to win, and our coaches are doing a great job with these kids, but they could go to college for this. There's an extremely real opportunity for them to be recruited. The pool of recruiting for high school rugby players isn't very big, so there's a lot of opportunity there. And we're always accepting new players. You can come in the middle of the season. Tuesday, Thursday, we train at 6 p.m.
Very good, sir. Very good.
Daniel, thanks for your time. Big day starts at 11 at the Springfield Rugby Field. Good luck to all 3 teams.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys.
Thanks,
Daniel.
you
betcha.
Daniel Jesser visiting with us, talking a little bit about rugby. Timeout on the starting lineup. Back in a second.
You're listening to the starting lineup with Scott Purrier, Ned Reynolds, and Art Haynes on 102.1 The One.